All right. Hey, look, we back in the lounge. All four of us. So, Kudo, Frank, King, we all in here to talk about a bunch of things.
AEW,
but what we really
let's
need,
go.
well, AEW will come second. It can go second because the main thing I need. It's all right. Let them come second. Frank, so need a shot at cussing out Triple H and TKO. They need a shot at doing it. Okay, they deserve their time to speak on this. So I'm gonna let them cut their promo on this. All right, Frank, what's up, Frank?
I should probably go first. I think Frank will go for like at least 20 minutes.
That's a good idea.
Okay, so what is the issue here? Because book has been trash. The financial part of it has been trash. Like, what's going on, man? Like, what's wrong with WWE right now?
I just want to know. Everybody's so mad at WWE. I'm just saying, behind the camera, it better be no one there. You guys love doing that. You love leaving companies when the booking's bad and this is this. Y'all love to all leave and then laugh when no one's in the stands. I want to see the same energy for this. Y'all mad about this, about R-Truth and the financial situation, the booking's trash. I don't want to watch. But then don't go to the show. And I want to see the other side of the camera too there. Over there. But y'all gonna still go. My only issue for real though, I don't even care about the booking because I ain't watching WWE. I don't even care about the financial situation because I ain't watching WWE. I'm just like, my only issue is all these damn ads I keep seeing is crazy. Like, yo, they doing fucking like walk-ups to like into the arena. Like it's a wing stop right there. That's crazy. They got like AEW is actually leaning too deep into this is fake. It's like, bro, bringing out pre-made tables with logos on it, it's just like, yeah, this shit's fake. Next to a Prime bottle is crazy. Like, I've never seen a company sell out and then double down on their sellout. How are you selling out when you sold out?
Didn't sell out enough. So here's my thing. First and foremost, like I really at first I thought it was Triple H with bad booker, which to a degree it is, but it's starting to seem less and less like he is the one that's actually in control. It seemed like he's still a puppet. Instead of Vince, it's TKO because I just refuse to believe that somebody could fall off that hard in such a short amount of time. The way he was booking NXT and then be on the main roster with a lot of the same people and then failing so hard. It don't make a lot of sense. Now, granted, I will say this too. It is partially him because he was fucking up before TKO got involved. That's for sure. But that was more so of him leaning just too heavily into that long term storytelling shit and the long title reign. That shit needs to be dead immediately. That shit is just killing any momentum for other people. Need more title changes to happen often. You got a hot potato the title, but shit. For 30, 60-day run here and there for a couple different people, it elevates people while at the same time makes the show not so predictable. And you get more people to tap in. But knowing how TKO is moving and how they pushing shit now is starting to come out that, basically The Rock being on TKO and him and Triple H starting to butt heads, like he might be on his way out. Like it kind of got me thinking about a little conspiracy theory, but I kind of been brewing in my head, which is when I first heard this news, I was like, if certain shit falls into play, I think this is how it's going to go. And it's the whole point of if trips do get pushed out, I think what they're going to end up doing is Vince going to start a company. If Triple H leaves, you're going to have Triple H. I think it's going to end up having, I think that might be the direction that wrestling could go. I don't know. It would be cool, but the way TKO, because they're oversaturating the whole, they're making wrestling too fucking commercial. Like the show is mostly ads now. It's a 3-hour show and 2 hours and 45 minutes is ads. Then 10 minutes of wrestling and 10 minutes of backstage segments and 5 minutes of wrestling. That shit ain't gonna be sustainable. It's not. Like at some point in time, the want for the money is going to ruin the show. It's already doing it. It's just going to increasingly make it worse. And then you cutting costs with people who actually putting asses in seats. The more you do that, the more like because you're depending so wholly on we can make anybody a star. We just got to bring them into this umbrella. Anybody can be a star. It don't really matter who. But you get rid of people who are putting asses in seats. You're not gonna be once you can't depend on them. That name, they're only gonna carry it so far. especially when the people who made it bad ain't there no more. Vince, Triple H, Paul Heyman. Who the fuck gonna be running creative then? I'm just saying, they real iffy on what they trying to do as far as possibly getting. They bite off more than they can chew as far as like, are we just gonna be cutting talents left and right to cut money? I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Hey, well, look, Karrion Kross, his contract coming up to be expired soon, and they have yet to tell him any word on it. So, how you gonna feel when Karrion Kross get cut?
That's crazy because I just heard the promo he did when he was cussing people out. I just heard that like 3 days ago.
That's crazy.
I was like, I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, oh snap, this dude talking. Yeah, I like that dude. But
they said that dude was the top merch seller on WWE Shop, and they still put that nigga on TV.
The only way they keep him is just so other people like AEW won't get him. That'd be the only reason. And if he takes the money to not get put on TV, then he needs to shut the hell up. He kind of have to leave unless they put him on TV. Because like his whole point is basically like, yo, this shit is stupid. It needs to change because there's good wrestlers out here who needs to shine. And I want to make it happen for in this company. But it's like if it never happens, and you just keep collecting the check, it becomes a gimmick. Okay, I mean it's technically a gimmick, but it becomes a real like it's just a gimmick, you know. What about
like
he can go one with the Undertaker.
You want to make him look strong, and you want to, he got the backing behind him now. Have that motherfucker just come in and wreck shit. Like, just beat the shit out of a whole main event. Blindside everybody. He don't need nobody with him. Just come out there and just start laying waste to motherfuckers. Hey, they kind of make everybody else look super expendable too. And they doing this shit to the nigga who been putting asses in seats for the last half decade and feeding everybody in the fucking company. Oh, everybody's days is numbered.
Yeah, once I saw the whole Roman Reigns thing, I'm like, okay, this ain't Triple H. All right, this ain't Triple H. You can't be you can't be a former wrestler, one, and then also be a wrestler like Triple H who damn near not even supposed to be who he became, low key, but became that. I don't think he's going to like fuck with people money like that. That sounds like, corporate people.
Yeah.
That sounds like we just trying to save every dollar we can. We actually don't give a fuck about this. We wholly care about the money that comes in from it. So we'll do whatever we have to do. And we don't give a fuck what Roman Reigns did or whatever he did, because at the end of the day, he didn't do it with us. We showed up with Cody Rhodes.
The more definitely look like, we were looking at the numbers, H, and this Roman Reigns guy is making a lot of money. He don't even be here. I think we should cut him.
I hope AEW don't sign all these people though.
Yeah, no, they don't need that.
They don't need to sign
AEW right now, to me, feels like old NXT. Like they just using what they got.
Mm-hmm.
They're not trying to grab every single person in the world right now. They like, yo, this is our group. This is what we got. We're gonna make the best of it.
When they do sign people, they sign people that matter.
That shit, that's dope right now. Like I like that. Like I know, like Swerve is going to be featured every time because this is what we got. It's just that's how they started too, though. Like they started like, yo, this is all we got. Let's make it happen. And now they started signing these people that are really getting, they started getting confident. They've gotten really cocky, and they started getting way too many people. And then they lost a bunch of people. Now it's like, all right, we're gonna work with what we got, and shit been lit. Because it's like it's a familiar face all the time, but it's different. Like even WWE do it, but the problem is WWE would do this, but they have Karrion Kross sitting on the sideline. Rusev doing like some bullshit, or YS6 ain't doing nothing. Like when you have too many people, you want to see other people because you know how many people they got. When you don't, we're fine seeing the same people every week. You got to find a way to keep them interested. What do I know?
That's the key. You don't have to keep adding new people. Just find a way to make the ones you got more interesting.
Yeah, it would just change them up. Like
the biggest. I think the biggest problem they was having is how they was adding new people too, because it's like before you even know the people they already got, they go a new motherfucker. They go another new motherfucker. They go and then they treat them like kids with new toys, and it's just like, yeah, let's play with the new toy, but it's just like, hey, this toy over here, that one was just new last week, and you really ain't done nothing with that. You can play with both toys at the same time. Let's figure out how to make this work.
Yeah, they're one thing AEW has been really good at, but it's like it's not in a WWE way. Like WWE is really good at doing story arcs of characters, but the character story arc is like promo based and like only character based. But like I mean, it's character based in AEW, but it's like has nothing to do with like the matches though. Like WWE, their character arcs has everything to do with just the promo and the backstage segments and those things. That's where all the character development is. I find it really cool that like AEW has found a way to make character development through like actual matches. Like the fact that Hangman where he is today all stems from his feud with one nigga when they kept having these brutal ass matches and this nigga kept going crazier and crazier and crazier through like a whatever month feud that turned him into this dude, which then brought him back around. It's just like it's all from matches and like how like Hangman and what's that dude name? Nah, the white guy who talks weird.
Mm-hmm.
The guy I think is the greatest live wrestler I've ever seen. I can't think of his name.
Will Ospreay.
Yeah, Will Ospreay. Like they already building Will Ospreay's story of like, yo, you can never beat Hangman ever, can you? And it's just like, oh shit, here we go. So like the matches is turning people's characters instead of the characters just turning the characters, and that's kind of cool. I don't know what I'm talking about, but go ahead.
No, you actually right on the money because like slowly but surely they've done some really good character development and storytelling because even though he's unlikable, AEW still has me interested in seeing where the story is going with Ospreay. And that to me is a testament to their storytelling, the character development, and like you said, not just in promos, but like in-ring storytelling and character development. By the way, WWE was ahead of AEW. AEW has lapped them since when it comes to that. By far. And they do it storytelling while still having the necessary violence in said stories to do so.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about Seth and Roman Reigns' entire feud, it has nothing to do with matches. It has everything to do with segments. That's it. But that's who WWE always been, though, right? It's like Stone Cold and Vince wasn't match based. That shit was all segment based. And it's just like once the segments stop being cool, like all you have left is matches. But the problem is your matches suck.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The last little bit of point you just made is exactly why I still say Randy Orton sucks. Because everything that everybody hyping up for is outside stuff, segments, promos, shit like that. When the actual matches happen, mid.
Yep, and that's the problem. And that's why, honestly, Vince Russo was like perfect for WWE because it was all segment based. If you got a good match out of it, cool. But we don't care for real. Where'd everybody go? I just react to y'all now. I don't have nothing to say.
Yo, that's I have no clue what the hell just happened. I have no clue what the hell just
happened.
Have y'all been on the
Yeah, of course. AEW is definitely.
Wait. Before you start that, I need you to just look at this clip and then you can go straight into your topic because that's pretty much what it's going to talk about.
Something that I think a lot of people obviously on its face will think is ridiculous. I said I feel like the 7 years I was out of the ring, I didn't feel was wasted. I feel almost that the 10 years that I spent in WWE was wasted because I feel it is management, owner, booker, whoever's job is to get the most out of all the talent. And I feel that I reached the potential that I could have given the limitations they constantly put on me. And I feel here, there's no limitations put on myself or anybody, and sky's the limit. So I finally feel like I could reach my potential. So that's what I mean when I say that, goddamn, I look back on that time and I'm like, like, what are we doing? To me, you're always trying to make the most money and put on the best possible show you can. And it felt like 10 years of fighting silly battles and standing on my own dick, and I'm not in the business of trying to stand on my own dick. And I'll say it one more time, I don't do that here. I think everybody here can reach their fullest potential.
Now, mind you, when he said all this, just won the world title, yada yada yada, this man said he felt like he wasted 10 years in WWE not being able to show any potential and had to like work with what he was given. But in AEW, you have the free reign to get yourself over and do what you need to do to your limits, so to speak. With that being said, we are in Triple H's era now, where supposedly, as we said before, you're supposed to be able to do what you need to get over. Do you think that's actually what's going on right now currently in WWE? Or because think about it, when Triple H took over, TKO wasn't a part of it yet. Do you think during that time period where Triple H took over, TKO wasn't part of it, was people actually getting a chance to get over, or was he still doing the same thing he's doing now?
Triple H was giving people chances. I think it's just didn't mind. I don't think Triple H did it tell you a good portion of people against him was pushing Cody and putting title on Cody. Niggas was still whining and crying about that. It's like, grow up. You're a grown ass man, allegedly. Like, he had the title, he don't have it no more. Get over it. Outside of that, he was at least giving people chances. He was giving motherfuckers chances. Now, it's up to you, which I think this is very understated and not even remotely talked about enough. It's on you just as much as it is the booker to when you get your chance to make it count as the fucking wrestler. And a problem being is a lot of these motherfuckers is, I don't give a fuck how good you think they are at their jobs. They're fanboys and fangirls. They're too big of fans of the fucking entertainment, of this form of entertainment. And so it's like they get out there and this deer in the headlights type shit. And it's just like, hey, this is your fucking moment. Make it count. Not just in the match. You got some shit to say? Get that shit out. And say it right. Make people remember you. In WWE, it's about the moment. Let's get you on TV. So once you're granted a chance to get that moment, take that shit and run with it, bro. Because your ass might not be on TV again. Like, shout out to Chelsea, somebody like Chelsea Green. Chelsea get on TV and she make every single solitary moment she on TV count. That's why she didn't get the win she got.
That's true.
That's facts. I ain't spin.
I don't got nothing to say. I mean, CM Punk is a big fat sellout.
Yeah, that shit sounded good until he went back to the other place.
Bro, been selling out for so long.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know who else is selling out? Swerve and Ospreay, because they're gonna be selling out next week for when they have their part 2 match. So AEW this past Wednesday and next Friday.
Wait. Where my boy Kudo at?
Yeah, you know what? He disappeared, and then now I'm looking at it, I don't see him in the thing. Did he say anything before I got kicked out?
Get my nigga Kudo back when we get into AEW. That's his favorite show.
Okay, we'll I'm gonna add him real quick. How about this? For now, both of y'all speak on the great things that AEW has been doing to get themselves back on the map. They've been doing real well over the course of like a year. Entire year went by, and we've been talking about them. Been doing well. So
I'll say this: I feel like I'm on Piers Morgan's show. I feel like you just set up questions and we're just like on it. But I don't know. They've been doing great. And I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, through all the bullshit or the storylines not being the coolest shit, violence always wins. Violence will always win. And AEW is bringing something to TV that WWE hasn't brought to TV since like 2004. And that's just violence, bro.
The last somewhat violent match WWE had was the Hell in a Cell between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre last year.
I bet they had to fight for that too. They had to fight to get it.
They
probably told them not to do it. And they was like, we're going to do it anyway.
We're going to do it anyway.
Who's this? AEW is great. They're utilizing their stars. They realize who they have, and they really take care of them. It's crazy because, I don't think y'all fuck with Orange Cassidy, but Orange Cassidy ain't there, and Darby hasn't been there. I will say the dark spot of AEW is Edge. Get Edge off your show. Every time I
what's crazy?
Turn the TV off.
You know what's crazy about Orange Cassidy? I hate seeing him, but then he'll have a good match. It's like I don't get it. It's like they'll be like, hey, guess what? You getting Orange Cassidy versus Zack Sabre Jr. I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to watch this. And then you watch it, and it's like one of the most phenomenal matches on that night.
Hey man, that's my guy. I love him.
I think when he come back, I think ultimately Darby gonna get that Jeff Hardy circa 07-08 push. I think when Darby finally does return, I think he's going to get that Jeff Hardy circa 07-09 push to be in the top guy. Because you gotta have if you consider so if you look at the 4 pillars of a company, 4 pillars of WWE would be Roman, Seth, Punk, and I don't really know who the fourth one is. It's probably a chick.
Roman, Seth, Rhea, and
Yeah, Roman, Seth, Rhea, and Punk. For AEW, currently,
Punk in there though.
I mean, who would you put in there over Punk?
I just feel like Punk, like he can't be a pillar because he's always like. I feel like he's not someone that you can lean on because he's always a guy that will leave in a moment. But maybe I'm thinking of maybe my definition of pillar is off. I feel like the pillar is like.
I was going by AEW's definition, and AEW's definition was a pillar is a guy that was there from the beginning. Didn't matter if like the booking was bad, he stuck through it, and you know what I'm saying, became a top guy regardless of the fact. And you know what I'm saying, you can go to him for any situation. You
know? Well, that sounds like just the top stars there.
So fuck Punk. Let's take Punk out. Cody.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Cody's a good one because he's not going nowhere.
Seth, Roman, Cody, and Rhea. And AEW, I would say right now that would be Swerve, Will Ospreay. I don't like him, but he is the world champion. What's that girl name? Dean Ambrose. And you could say Mercedes, but honestly, it's gonna be Darby soon. I think. I see a bright future.
We can say Tony Storm.
Tony for right now, but the star of the women's division is clearly Mercedes. Tony got the more important title. Their presentation of Mercedes has been clearly the bigger star and the one who's going to matter more.
I think she's not even gonna last for real. I think she's gonna end up trying to go back to WWE. I can see it. She trash. No, I just hate her.
She definitely. I don't know if she's gonna go back because they paying her fucking mint. You know, the way they cut money, I don't know.
WWE doing pay cuts. I forgot. Never mind.
I'm gonna say AEW paying her shit. I ain't going back. I'm doing pay cuts and we getting raises. I'm staying the fucking AEW. And ultimately, that's what the WWE can start losing. You cutting money.
All right, Zach. Love was right. You was mad at CM Punk, right? Yeah. We'll cut you 70% off that check. We're gonna take 70% off that. You love us though, right?
And this thing, I'll be on the episode of Rampage. I'll be on the episode of Collision that night.
That's hilarious. Oh, some Mariah, man.
That ass. I'll be on an episode of AEW TV. The very next TV show, I'm going to be, and I don't mean like at the end of the episode. I'm coming out like to start the show.
Yo, Mariah May walking in to pay cuts and fucking bad booking is hilarious. She basically walked into what AEW was like a year ago.
Basically.
They go walk into it. Hi, y'all.
That's why she went to NXT, because she knows Sean ain't gonna cut her.
Man, she had to go to WWE. I mean AEW, man. Her run was amazing. Yo, she started the run smacking her mom.
Smacked the shit out her mom, not Tony's mom, her mother. And then she actually beat Tony. I don't think motherfuckers expected it. The fact that she actually beat her. That's what made it so fire.
Nah,
what the hell?
You talked about it. She's gonna get watered down. It's kind of unfortunate, but I think she'll do what Punk was saying in that video. Even though she'll have limitations, she'll try to capitalize as much as she can on do what she can do with that.
Yeah, she's going to be a very, like, mean girl version of what she was. Because she was basically, in AEW, she was like, if Mean Girls was rated R, that's her. But now she's Mean Girl rated PG, which is
like basically... Mariah May is going to be Alexa Bliss before she was with Bray.
There it is. That's what she's going to be. And she's probably going to say a little, she's going to do a little promos, and she talked a little shit, but it's never really going to hit for real. Because we heard and saw what she was capable of. So,
because whenever all these kids used to talk about, I want to see this person in WWE, I want to see this person in WWE, I'm starting to go to the other side of the fence. I'm starting to say, I want to see how this person unleashed would be in AEW.
Kevin Owens.
Oh my God. The real Kevin Owens. Kevin Steen.
Yeah, because Kevin, bro, look at Kevin Owens right now. And people be like getting excited for fucking Rusev and all these other niggas and Aleister Black. Like, yo, look at Kevin Owens right now. Like, ain't nothing else to say. Not like anytime anyone shows up to WWE, just remember Kevin Owens. Fucking look at
Coach. Like AJ Styles is arguably in most people's top 5, bro. AJ Styles does nothing bad impressive.
He should be getting the same ovations that CM Punk gets. But he don't. He's treated like Zack Ryder. Right now, this CM Punk sucks. His promos is worthless. Now, absolutely worthless.
To me, his promos, shit sound the fucking same, bro. Like, outside of the pipe bomb promo, bro, like, you talk about doing some heavy lifting. Oh, how 2009 doing heavy lifting for Randy Orton. 2011, that motherfucking pipe bomb been doing a lot of heavy lifting for Phil Brooks.
No, I will agree with that. Also,
like, bro, they're calling this nigga the GOAT and how great he is. I'm like, bro, y'all saying that shit because of that pipe bomb and his wife. If his bitch was ugly and that pipe bomb never happened, y'all wouldn't have the same feelings y'all have for CM Punk.
Right? That's true. That pipe bomb
did
break him over.
And his wife's mad as fuck anyway. But most wrestling fans is a bunch of fucking lames and virgins, so AJ's hot. AJ built like a 9-year-old little girl. Get the fuck out of here.
I think you're talking about AJ Styles for a second. I said, hold on. Well, they might be saying that too. I don't know.
No, I'm talking about Ladyboy built wife.
Yeah. Everybody excited want her to wrestle again. It's like she was not really that cool for real. She was in a very small part at the time.
Bro, they talk about her being such a good wrestler because all of the other female wrestlers at the time were either very bad and green or at their best mid. So of course you seem really good when you're better than all of them.
You're really good when all the women that you're on the roster don't even want to be wrestlers.
Exactly. AJ was great. That was the Diva era.
Now we're in the reality.
The competition, not even reality. That was the Diva era. Like, the fuck, having matches with fucking Kelly, and you talking about saying she's a wrestling phenom. No, she's wrestling a cheerleader who wants to be a cheerleader, not a wrestler.
That's true.
It's just, it's one of those things where what happened?
I've been screaming. Scared me.
My bad. I got a little too close to the mic. It's one of those things where AEW and WWE have, like, as Frank was saying, it's gone to a complete flip where I'm like, yeah, give me AJ, give me Shinsuke, give me a bunch of other people. Let me see them in AEW instead. Because some people are like, hey, man, the Asians ain't getting booked correctly over there on AEW. Hey, sure, that's true. Okay, fine. Probably should be in the main event, but hey, he's still a champion, though. Still a champion. He's still going to be on the card. And he got a long run. And he always winning. Hey, he getting put over like the way he's supposed to. Like, yeah, okay, yes, he's a mid-card champion, sure. But the dude is still...
His ascent starts at All In. After him and Kenny have their match and burn the house down, then it's going shit finna start turning up for Okada. Takeshita is going to also be somebody that they're going to start booking. Mm-hmm. That motherfucker's good.
Son, Takeshita is crazy.
That crazy good, bro. That motherfucker good. They have to start elevating him at some point. Like, you can't, if you're to a point where it's like, all right, this shit is undeniable, y'all have to figure something out. I don't know if y'all got to get somebody to talk to him, whatever the case may be, but I don't care. But y'all have to figure something out with this dude. He's too good.
I mean, they have Don Callis talking for him, because I mean, and Don Callis, here's the thing, he's a good enough.
Oh yeah, he getting old. He's starting not to really fit the show anymore. I ain't gonna lie.
For me, with Don Callis, mainly my main problem is that he manages too many niggas. His entire Don Callis family is filled with like 13 people who be in like almost every other segment. I'm like, yo, what is going on? Why is he managing so many people?
I agree. Even if him with the entire roster just don't hit the same.
Him with half the
he be out there with half the roster. They be like, Kyle Fletcher got a match. Tonight.
These niggas was the NWO. Circa like 99, like there's just way too many motherfuckers in it. Like after Dennis Rodman joined and shit, it was like, all right.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we outsourcing the niggas into the group. It's crazy.
Like, we just doing stuff at this point.
Hey, Kudo back. Kudo, what's your thoughts on everything? Go.
We can start at Okada and Kenny. Kudo. Look, they about to have part 5 of their historic battle that they've had since New Japan.
Yeah, are we going for real?
I'm actually like looking up actual tickets.
I'm just confirming. Listen, I'm really honestly. I'm just we can confirm right now. Like what kind of seats we're trying to do? Like what's the plan? Like we're.
I'm trying to decide if we want to sit with y'all. I'll pull up. I think it'll just be fun to talk shit at the show like together. That'll be hilarious. If y'all want to sit together, I'll pay for it. Which I'll give you the money, of course. I'm not saying it like that.
Hey, whoa, hold on now.
I buy the tickets, and then you pay me back.
I'll pay you back the day of the event, so.
Yes, sir.
But man, we should do it. Fuck it. Y'all niggas ain't doing shit. Fuck y'all.
I could take off. I see. I could take off.
I'm
gonna be there.
I'll take 2 flights. I'm gonna fly there and fly back the same day.
I'm glad. Actually, I'm actually glad that it's at 2:00 during the day.
That's the reason why. That's why I'm going. Saying that. First off, I'm not showing up early. I'm actually gonna get to the show at like 5. Ain't watching no fucking Beast Mortis, bro. What are you talking about? I'm telling you, if I see Beast Mortis, bro, I swear to y'all, I'm leaving, and I'm going to an area to eat at a table until that shit's over, and I'm coming back. I'm not.
If he end up on the card, I'm just not going.
Nah, I gotta see my boy live again. I'm telling y'all niggas, have y'all seen Ospreay live?
No, sir. I wish I did during that Dynamite show I went to.
Dude,
I saw Hangman.
I'm telling you niggas, when we go, you're gonna say Ospreay is the greatest live wrestler you've ever seen in your life. I'm telling you. Shit, it's crazy. This nigga legit. I don't know about TV, all that shit, but this nigga know exactly how to wrestle in front of people. This nigga's amazing. So that shit gonna be up. And I get to see Hangman's story arc change, in this whole story. I was here when I was at the show when he put the needle in dude's face and hit him with the chair, and then now I come back and see him win the title.
You better hope he win that title.
If he don't win, Darby Allin go join the Death Riders. That's the only way he'd win.
If AEW flushed down the toilet, the faith that I done put back in there, by having Dean Ambrose keep this title and then Darby Allin join the Death Riders, I'm never watching this show again.
Hey, and every episode of Death Riders, I'm in. I'm all in. I'm all in. That's the only way Jon Moxley can keep this belt is if Darby Allin joins the Death Riders. That's the only way. Other than that, give it to Hangman.
Nah, I don't need that in my life. Let's not. Tony Khan, don't listen to that. Please don't.
I'm tapped in. Hey,
don't do that.
I've been on your side the whole time.
Look,
Tony gonna be listening right now as soon as Marquez put this shit out. Talking about, you know what? I was gonna go with Hangman, but now that he said Darby joining the Death Rider, I can get a whole nother year out of this storyline.
They kicked Twin down.
If we speaking like we speaking to Tony Khan, hear me and hear me now. Hear me good. If you thought you feared for your life when Phil Brooks walked up to you, I promise you the fear that you thought you felt then is no comparison to when I'm going to be looking for you if you put Darby Allin in the Death Riders and keep that title on Jon Moxley. Don't play with your life. Do not play with your life like this.
Tony.
Because I'm not just coming to events. I will be at Jacksonville Jaguars games. I'm a Panthers fan, and we play the Jaguars the first game of the season. I'm going to be there. Please make sure I'm just there to celebrate my team and not to also pay you a visit.
Tony, listen, bro. Don't worry about that. You survived Phil Brooks. Think about that. You survived Phil Brooks. You good, G. Listen.
Tony,
think about
Phil Brooks does not love guns like I do.
Think about the start of the Death Riders. How did it start? Because he said that Darby Allin wasn't ready. He said, "You're not ready for this." And now Darby Allin, full circle moment. I wasn't ready. I should learn from Jon Moxley. This is perfect.
I'm getting
Darby wasn't ready. Means Darby got to be the one to put the nail in the coffin.
Now you come to promo that I feel like they about to do too. Sir, you better not do this to me.
No, Tony Khan, think about this. Tony Khan,
sir, don't do this. Don't do this.
Think about this. Darby Allin joins the Death Riders, and then next All In, he takes the belt off of Jon Moxley, and the Death Riders turn on Jon Moxley, and now Darby Allin's the leader of the Death Riders, bro.
All right, cool.
Tony Khan,
hey,
you know it's a good idea.
Listen, Anthony. Listen to me. I'm so serious right now. You can say, listen, Phil with nothing to fear. Phil don't love guns as much as I do.
Hey.
Please don't play with your life like this.
Death Riders about to be changing their leaders like Judgment.
The leader of the Death Riders will be R-Truth. Be back.
And her dime is going to be Ricochet.
Now I'm getting tired of this.
See, now it's getting even worse, nasty. Now, see, it's getting worse and worse by the second. Because see, now you're gonna add the Young Bucks into the group. Yeah, see, we not.
Okay, you know, Tony, you heard my part. Listen to my part only. Oh, what the fuck these niggas talking?
Don't listen to none of this. Don't listen to none of this. Actually, Tony.
The Young Bucks are EVPs and your friends. They belong in this storyline.
Hey, Tony, Death Riders with Darby Allin. That's it.
Tony.
He had to go up to the Mount Everest to find himself and realize.
Matter of fact, what's Chris Jericho?
Oh, you see? Okay. Nah. All right, we're done.
81. Boy, this has been out the mud.
Man,
this not it. This not it at all, sir. Tony, you got one job. Adam Page beats Jon Moxley with the help of Swerve, Ospreay, and Darby. There you go. We done with it. We out of there. All right, plain and simple like that. Okay.
What they call my man's Death Rider Dolph? Let's go.
Doom.
Whatever happened in all of this, ended with MF Doom. And I'm all in.
Hey, yeah.
I mean, that's the I don't remember it.
That was the one thing I remember about that pay-per-view was what, Braun Strowman and Roman?
I remember the Fireballs.
Oh, I think about that Samoa Joe and Brock too. I think. Yeah, Vince got to come back.
So y'all still hating on Vince? Vince is a piece of shit. Hey, cut that whole ass virtue signaling shit that y'all this weak ass community be doing because you try to seem like you're a self-righteous person. You're not. That's cap. Vince ain't do nothing wrong. Vince weird, nasty, sure. Crime, no. Yeah, he liked his bitches to use his dildos and name them after black wrestlers and shitting on them and shit. But here's my thing. And nobody put no gun to that bitch head. That bitch went there every time on her own because the money was good. When the money dried up, that's when this bitch wanted to start being like, I was a victim. Yeah, because your bank account ain't looking like you wanted to. Hey, you ain't slick. You not low. Y'all got to stop fighting for the okie doke, man. Y'all know y'all heart of hearts bits ain't really doing shit wrong, but you want to sound cool to the few females that's in this community because you think, hey, this guy's on the side of right. He's a nice guy. Maybe I'll let him see a nipple. No, nigga, you ain't gonna see shit. Be a fucking man, bitch ass niggas.
Now put the camera on Frank on that one. Put the camera on Frank on that one. Hold on now. Hey. Say that last line one more time for him. Last line for him.
Be a fucking man, you bitch ass niggas.
It certainly looks like on USA, characters welcome.